Hello everyone, welcome to Officers Adda247. So heartily welcome to all the bankers in this early morning class. I am hoping that everyone has started your preparation towards your examination because this is the last time and only few days left for your upcoming examination. So I'm hoping that everyone just geared up your preparation also. So if you're new on the Officers Adda247, hit the subscribe button and download the Adda247 application. Okay. So quickly we are starting the session of today, and before to proceed further I would like to say, because the case study batch that is available in the both of languages, English medium as well as a bilingual language, that you may find in the Adda247 store. And the importance of this batch you can understand, the now the examination level is slightly up, so the need of you, what that is a concept. Okay, so the if you having the good command over your concept, then you can not only just getting the 50 marks in the examination, but also with a 70 and 80 marks in the examination. And this is a very beautiful thing that I just want to tell you in this early morning class, that this is also you can avail like in with a very discounted price. Like you only have to use the code that is Y422, and this with this code you are going to get the big discount over this batches. Okay, now if I say the selection batch is also there, you can enroll for that, and you are going to get the live classes, recorded classes, mock test, ebooks, everything you are going to get in this class. And the again what you have to do, you have to apply the code that is Y422, and with this code you are going to get the big discount over that also. Okay, so now we are starting the session of today. Okay, I'm hoping that everyone just with your copy and a pen, and whatever the things I'm just going to explain you, just practice with the same thing with me. Okay, so I'm just explaining this question, and this question, the particulars are given here, right? Sundry debtors, marketable securities, bills payable, debentures, cash, stock, prepaid expenses, sundry creditors, outstanding expenses. And you have to find out, the question is not given, just add here, that is the you have to find out the current ratio here. Okay, so all the particulars that is given here, and you have to meanwhile find out the current ratio. You have to find out the current ratio. Okay, so how to find out that? Look, whenever you are getting the questions of the ratio analysis, the very first thing that you have to understand, what components is required. Suppose that I'm talking about the current ratio, so what component that is required? That is current asset and the current liability. So the same thing that we have to understand. Okay, now when we talk about the sundry debtors, that are particulars. Okay, so what I'm just going to do, I'm just recognizing and just going to mark that is a current asset or not, right? So if I say the sundry debtors, so I think you all are aware of the debtors, and the only term that is added here, that is a sundry, and that you can relate it to your banking, right? In your banking you also just getting like the head account, that is a sundry debtor, and the sundry creditors account. Okay, so if I'm just talking about the sundry debtors account here, so you can understand the sundry debtors are given. So this sundry debtors is nothing but your current asset. Okay, marketable securities is what? That is also your current asset. Bills payable, that means something that you have to pay, so this would consider as a current liability. Okay, debentures, when we say that is debentures, is just like the bond, and bond would always considered as for the company. You can understand the non-current liability, or you can say that is a your long-term liability. Okay, so debentures, that is a non-current liability. Cash is your current asset. Okay, stock is like your inventory, that is your current asset. Prepaid expenses, that is also your current asset. Sundry creditors is what? That is a liability, current liability. So sundry creditor, that is a current liability. Outstanding expenses, okay, that means it is also your current liability. Okay, now what we have to do, now we have to quickly just sum up all the current asset and all the current liabilities that we recognized here. Okay, so now how to find out that? Just quickly understand, this is 4 lakh, this is 80,000, this is 1 lakh 20, so this will become your 6 lakh. Okay, 6 lakh plus 1 lakh 60 thousand, that is 7 lakh 60,000, and this plus 40, so this will become your 8 lakh, right? Just calculate this. If I'm wrong, just quickly confirm me that. Okay, so this will be your 8 lakh rupees. And if I'm just talking about the that what would the value of the current liability, so what it will be, that is your 80,000, that is the bills payable. Okay, This is not we have to take because this is a non-current liability. After that, this 1,60,000 and this 1,60,000, 320 plus 80,000, this will make the 4 lakh, right? uh, so what is the ratio? That will be the 2:1, or you can also say that is a 2 times. So you can see that how quickly we can do the questions if we having the good command over the concepts. Okay, now second question. If an organization wants to develop a computerized accounting system according to its needs, as the business of the organization is complex, which software should opt for? Okay, look, when we talk about, if any, in computerized accounting system, which three softwares you understood, like ready to use software, customized software, tailor made software. And when we talk about the ready to use software, is what, when we talk about that, that is easily available in the market. Okay, after that, if we are just going to modify in that, then we are talking about the customized software. And the tailor made software, that is for the specifically any, for the any person, for any company. Okay, now what is the question is, if an organization wants to develop a computerized accounting system according to its needs, as a business of the organization is complex, that means it is talking about for the specific person, a specific company, a specific person, and a specific company. If any software that is prepared, that is known as a tailor-made software. So which software should opt for here? That should be the correct answer. That would be the tailor-made software. Okay, it is for the specific purpose or a specific company, right? Next question. This is also very important question, and just try to understand that how quickly we can do that. When capital at the 2019, that is given for 45,000, what I told you about that, how to understand whenever you are getting the question of the capital, you should always start with this, like this line, and here you have to just write the beginning capital. Okay, so here you have to write the beginning capital, and here we will write the ending capital. Okay, and whatever, if we are just going to reduce the capital, if we are just going to just include the drawings here, so then we are there, all things we are doing in the middle of that. Okay, so beginning capital, we actually started with the 45,000. Okay, and the capital at the 2021 31st of March, the capital is given the 48,000, right? During drawings, that is given the 12,000. That means drawing, that is given the 12,000 rupees, that is drawings are given. Okay, so what is the amount of the profit or loss you have to calculate? Okay, just tell me one thing here. We started with the 45,000, we are ending with the 48,000. Okay, meanwhile, we can also see the 12,000 rupees of the drawings. That means whatever the 12,000 that we withdraw, whatever the 12,000 rupees that the owner is withdrew, okay, that is 12,000. Okay, and the difference between the capital in the beginning and the capital at the beginning and the capital at the ending, that is a 3,000 rupees. Okay, that means what would be the answer here? That answer, that would be the 50,000, 15,000 of the profit. That should be the correct answer, because the 40, you started with the 45,000, you are ending with the 48,000. Okay, meanwhile you are just withdrew the amount of the 12,000 also. So this is something typical question, and you can do like in a very easy way, that this 12,000 would consider as a, like whatever the drawings you have done throughout the year, so that is you added here. And like what is the difference between the ending capital, because your ending capital is a greater than your starting capital, so we can say that this is considered as a profit to you. Okay, so the correct answer for this, that would be the 15,000 profit, or that should be the correct answer for this question. I'm hoping that everyone just understanding this. Now the next question. What are the not advantages of the computerized accounting system that you have to tell here? Like high speed, high reliability, or reduced trading cost, or none of the above? What should be the answer of this? Anybody can tell me? Look, if I say that is, what are the not advantages of that? Okay, so you can understand that reduced training cost, that is not advantage. Okay, that is high training cost that required for the computerized accounting system. So that's why the correct answer of this, that is reduced training cost, is not the advantages of the computerized accounting system. That should be the correct answer for this question. Okay, right? So this is very important question. Okay, this is a very important question for exam point of view. Next question. Okay, a capital equipment costing of the 2 lakh rupees today has a salvage value of the 50,000 at the end of the 5 years. If the straight line depreciation method is used, what is the book value of the equipment at the end of the 2 years? Okay, that you have to tell you, that you have to tell out here. Okay, so look, whenever we are getting like the total cost of the equipment that is given, the 2 lakh rupees, and the 50,000 salvage value that is given. Okay, and the it is the end of the 5 years, the 50,000 that is a salvage value is given. So we can say what is a depreciation amount, what you will say, what is the depreciation amount. So this would become your 1,50,000, that would be divided by the 5. So this would be your 30,000 rupees, that is a depreciation amount. And the very important feature of the depreciation, like in the straight line depreciation, is a straight line method of the depreciation, that the depreciation amount remain constant for every year. Okay, so straight line method, the depreciation amount, just understand my words, that is depreciation amount that is same for every year. Okay, so now if I'm just asking you here, that is if the straight line depreciation method is used, what is the book value of the equipment at the end of the 2 years? So what is the book value of the equipment? So look, 30,000 rupees, that is the depreciation amount, and that would be constant for the first year, for the second year, for the third year. Okay, for every years that depreciation amount is a constant. So if I have to find out the book value after the 2 years, so how I can find out that? The look, if I say like for the like at the end of the 2 year, like how much machine that would be depreciated. So 30,000 that would be multiplied with the 2, so this will become the 60,000. So that means 60,000 rupees that would be depreciated. So what will be the value of the machine? So you have to simply subtract it from the 2 lakh, and this would become the 1,40,000 rupees, and that would be your answer for this question. Okay, I'm hoping that you are just understanding this. Next question. When shares are forfeited, the share capital account is debited with what amount? Look, when we talk about when shares are forfeited, nominal capital, you can understand the maximum capital. Okay, and when we talk about nominal value of the shares, market value of the shares, called up value of the shares, paid up value of the shares. So this is a very important question, and you can find this question in the 1 mark. Okay, so when shares are the forfeited, the share capital account is debited, which with what kind of the amount you have to find out here, right? So the correct answer of this, that is a called up value of the shares. That would be the correct answer for this question. Okay, the correct answer for this question, that is a called up value of the shares, that is going to debited with the share capital account. So whatever the called up value, that is just called up value by the company. Okay, that shareholders have to pay. If the shareholders fail to pay that, then the shares is going to be forfeited. Okay, so share capital account is debited with the called up value of the share. So that should be the correct answer for this question. Next question. Mr. X want to install a computerized accounting system, but his budget is low. Which software is he should offer? Just understand a very important thing again. When we talk about something like the budget is low or budget is a high, when we talk about the budget is low, just understand this, that this is easily available in the market, ready to use software. That means the budget of this is a low. Okay, this is for the when your budget is low, then you can easily purchase the ready to use software. But if your budget, for this like the tailor made software, then you are specifically just preparing, like you are specifically just designing your software for your needs. So that's why its budget is a high. So if the budget is low, your answer, that should be the ready to use software. If the budget is high, then your answer should be the tailor made software. You have to understand this. Okay, so look, just keep the simple everything. In what way I'm just explaining the same thing, if you finding this is important, so just write down that. Okay, next question. Capital at the start of the business, that is given at the end year, worth of the asset that is given, and the liabilities are given, and the capital at the end of the year. That is a question for you. Okay, when we talk about the balance sheet, look, when we talk about the balance sheet, what we understand by the balance sheet, balance sheet we usually prepare at the end of the financial year. Okay, so if I'm talking about balance sheet we prepare at the end of the financial year, that means what the company is having the total asset, what the company is having the total liabilities, what the company is having the total capital, right? Total capital, also you can also say the capital at the end, because we are talking about, we are preparing the balance sheet at the end of the financial year, right? Now capital at the starting of the business, that is given the 6 lakh, and at the end of the year worth of the asset, that is a 10 lakh rupees. That means the total asset value that is given here, that is a 10 lakh rupees. Now liabilities, that is given the 2 lakh rupees, that is your 2 lakh rupees, and we have to find out the capital here. So what should be the answer here? Just tell me here. The correct answer, that should be your 8 lakh rupees. In the simple way, this is useless information that is given for this question, because we only needed the because we know the accounting equation and the balance sheet equation, and we know the asset value that is given, liabilities values are given, so we only have to find out the capital, and this is how we can find out the capital here. Okay, fine. Next question. Rebate on the bill discounted account is of the nature of. When we talk about the rebate, you can understand like this is something like the discount. Okay, so rebate on the bill discounted account is of the nature, and when we talk about the discount, you can understand the discount is of the two types, like the one that you can just relate it to the allowed, and the another that is you can just say that is a received. And when we, what I say you, what I explained you, if you just watch my sessions in the batches, then I just explain you that in the trick way, that discount allowed, suppose that if I'm talking about this is a buyer and this is a seller, and this seller is discount allowed to this buyer. That means if the seller have to receive the 100 rupees from the buyer, so instead of getting the 100 rupees, seller is getting the only 90 rupees, because seller is provided that 10% discount to the buyer. Okay, so now you can just understand here that this is something the loss of the 10 rupees to the seller, right? So discount allowed you can understand as a loss for the seller, and discount received you can understand as a gain for the buyer. Okay, so a discount, if the discount allowed, so you can understand when we talk about the gain and loss, and where we can just categorize in which account category. So what I told you, that in the nominal account category we actually categorize all the expenses, all the losses, all the income, and all the gains. So that's why the correct answer for this question, that should be your nominal account category. Okay, so that should be the correct answer for this question. I'm hoping that you are understanding this. So the correct answer, that should be your nominal account category, right? Next question. A sale of 20,000 was omitted from the recording in the sales book. Existing total of the debit side of the trial balance is a 15 lakh. Presently, what will be the total of the credit side? That you have to tell here. Okay, the very important thing. When we talk about the trial balance, you can understand that on the debit side and on the credit side, what we keep. So if we are talking about the sales we had done, okay, so whatever the incomes that we have to represent, we represent on the credit side. That means sales we have to represent on the credit side, right? And the another important feature of the trial balance, that debit balance should be equal to the credit balance. Now a sale of the 20,000 was omitted. That is kind of the error of the omission, when you are just going to forget to record the partially or completely the transactions. Okay, so if I'm saying a sale of the 20,000 that is omitted from recording in the sales book, that means 20,000 we are just forget to record in on the credit side. That means that we have not recorded, right? So that we can say that in the credits, in the existing total of the debit side, that is given the 15 lakh. So on the debit side we are getting the balance, that is a 15 lakh. Okay, so in the presently, what the question is, that is presently what will be the total of the credit side. So what it will be, what it is showing here, because you actually omitted the 20,000 rupees. So what you are getting here, you are getting the 14 lakh 80,000 rupees. That should be the correct answer for this question. Okay, so I hope you are just understanding this session. Okay, I hope you all just understood this. So if you just liking our effort, liking our content, do not forget to hit the like button on this video, and do not forget to just enroll for the complete ticket for the PPB and LRB, right? Because it is a very nice compilation for all the chapters of your, like all the syllabus of your JAIIB examination. Okay, and meanwhile you can also enroll for the video courses of the JAIIB, and this is available in the bilingual as well as in the English medium, and you only have to use the code Y422, and with this code you are going to get the 77% discount over that, right? Now, the test packs, that is also very important, and that is a important key to complete your preparation towards your examination. So this is also very important in the last time of the preparation, because from that you actually have to know about that in which area you still have to revision or you still have to prepare for that. Okay, so by the code of the Y422S you can just enroll for this also. Okay, so thanks for everyone just watching me here, and like this video for liking our effort, liking our content, and share this video to your friends or to your colleagues, so that maximum number of our bankers can join with us in these kind of the sessions. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining me in this class, and now we'll meet on the tomorrow